So you've been looking all over at gear recommendations before making your final purchases before your first hike. You've seen tons of reviews. If you're wondering what the top 3 things are that you should not skimp out when building your kit, we'll go over that in this video. Stay tuned, this is a video series, and we'll go over some things you'll want to know for your first few hundred miles. Hey, Escape here. Here at Escape in the Office, I bring you along on my adventures, and we go over gear, tips, and tricks, all things to help make your escape from your office more enjoyable. Let's get to it. So keep in mind that these are my personal recommendations. It's not the be-all, end-all, but this is all to help make your first few hundred miles an amazing experience. Now, when I mention long-distance hiking in these videos, I am alluding to anything over 100 miles in a single hiking session. I found no organization that clearly defines long-distance hiking, but that's just my definition. So each item on this list is something that you shouldn't go with the cheapest option for. Now, there are some good budget versions out there, however, they shouldn't be an impulse buy, and you shouldn't go with the absolute cheapest. Some things you do need to size up for your body. So let's get into the list, huh? So of course, with number 1, I would recommend not skimping on your footwear. So for shorter hikes, weekend hikes and whatnot, you can use whatever you have, just make sure that they are something similar to a trail runner. However, for long distance hikes, whether you use boots or trail runners, I would recommend you avoid the cheapest options. You'll want something that can stand up to the task of going a couple hundred miles. Now, keep in mind that the cheaper options tend to fall apart a little bit easier, and you'll end up replacing them more often, which could overall lead to more money spent. So you'll want something with a good grippy sole and nice good insoles. Keep in mind that the insoles that come with most shoes tend to not be that great, so you might have to look for a different set. Now, for you people that need arch support, that actually might be a good thing, replacing the insoles with something that's better for you. You're also going to want to have some good room in the toe box for your toes. That way you don't get them all crunched up during the day and end up causing yourself an injury. So I'd also include socks in this list because foot care is a package. If you check this video, I go into foot care a little bit more in depth, but you'll want to make sure you have some good socks with your footwear. So the second thing I recommend is your pack. Not only do they come in different sizes and what they can carry, they also come in different sizes that fit your body. A better fit means more comfort throughout the day. And keep in mind that better packs are also made of better lightweight materials, which can also help you out on your hike. Now, one thing I want you to remember after you buy your pack is that no matter how good it felt in the store, you are going to be sore from wearing it. Our bodies simply aren't used to carrying these packs throughout the day, and you're gonna feel it. You just gotta make sure you wear it right. All right, so one thing to remember when you are looking for your pack is that the more pricier ones are also made of better materials. The better materials are more lightweight, they're a little bit more water resistant, and they're also a little bit less prone to ripping. And also the plastic pieces that are on the straps and the hip belt are also less prone to breaking. So when you're looking for your pack, make sure you look for something with Dyneema. That way it helps with the water resistance. And yes, I know I'm shooting myself in the foot here with the Duder pack here, but I am working on getting a couple of other packs. That way I can also get some reviews for you guys. All right, and the last thing is because I know quite a few people that are researching packs and actually have thought about this. If you want to go for a military surplus pack, don't do it. They are designed to carry more gear than hikers will ever need, and they are not designed to be comfortable. They are designed to carry gear, and that's it. And take it from my personal experience, they're awful. For backpacking, I would never wear one. Hey, if you're getting value out of this, hit that like button and then go down in the comments and let me know, what are your choices on gear that you would not skimp out on when you're buying? Even if you've already have your full kit, when you're looking for something new to replace, what is it you won't skimp on? All right, so for number 3, I would go with your sleep system. Contrary to most lists that would suggest a tent, I would actually say your sleep system is more important not to skimp out on. The quality of sleep you get is paramount to making your hike better. So the first thing I will recommend is that you get an air mat. Air mats are a little bit more comfortable, and for side sleepers, it's definitely more comfortable. I'm a side sleeper. And when you're laying there, you also won't feel any roots or rocks or anything you may have missed when you were clearing things out at night. If you're using a foam mat like the Thermarest Z-Rest, you can actually feel the roots and stuff underneath you. So whatever mat you get, just make sure you get a mat with a minimum R value that's capable of handling whatever weather you're gonna be in. So the R value is the way they measure how much you're gonna feel the ground. This year in 2020, all manufacturers are getting on the same page and all R values are the same. All the old stuff is not on the same page, and actually watch out for it. It might actually go on sale. However, for the R value, just remember, the higher number, the better. So for 3-season hiking, early spring to late fall, anywhere from 3 to 5 is fine, with 5 being great for those colder nights. Now in the summer, you can go down to an R value of 1. However, I would not recommend that, because if you're gonna be hiking anywhere where you might get some elevation gain and it'll be cold, you're better off bringing something with a higher R value. But if you're gonna be definitely hiking in the winter, bring something with an R value of 5. So for sleeping bags, make sure you get one that compacts down real well, and this is purely to help you save some space in your pack. Keep one thing in mind when you're shopping, is that when it gives you your temperature rating, it's actually rated for people wearing long underwear. So if you're a nude sleeper or like to sleep only in shorts, you might want to go with a bag that's rated for slightly colder temperatures. Alright, and sleeping bags usually have a lower limit. That lower limit will help you survive in the case that it's really cold. It is not will keep you comfortable. So if you know that you're going to be out there in 18-degree weather, you might want to get a 10-degree bag or even a 0-degree bag. Prepare yourself and make sure that you're using what you need. One other thing for your sleep system that I would recommend, and I know ultralighters, you're gonna hate this one, but I would say an inflatable pillow. When I was on the AT and other hikes, I typically just put my clothes in my sleeping bag stuff sack, and it worked out okay. But on the NCT hike, when we got done with that, when we went car camping a couple days afterwards, I had a pillow in the tote that I keep in my car camp and stuff, and my sleep was just way better. So an inflatable pillow is actually one of the next few things I'm gonna buy for my kit. So I would recommend it. They only weigh a couple ounces, so I would say having a pillow just to make your sleep better is worth the wait. So if you use a hammock, you'll want to use the same recommendations I use for a sleeping bag. I personally don't use hammocks, so I might not be the best resource for that one. I can't sleep in a hammock, I've tried, because I'm a side sleeper and it just doesn't work for me. But you want to use the same general guidelines that you use for a sleeping bag when choosing your underquilt and your quilt. And even if you get one of the many hammocks that can actually use a sleeping mat, then some of the advice here can apply. Then again, like I said, I don't use hammocks, so I can't really speak to those. Well, here we have it. 3 things you shouldn't be too hasty on when putting together your kit for your first few 100 miles. If you found this video helpful, please do like, comment, subscribe, and then hit that little notification bell. That way YouTube will let you know when I post the next video. Hey, I want to thank you for watching. Escape the office and get outside.